Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Chris Parsons with Automated Agent. I just want to do a quick little overview of really what this platform is capable of, how it all works, how it's all set up, and what it's actually designed to do. So right now, I'm just going to give you a brief um, drawing or illustration on actually how this would work for us. We would have our Facebook ads. And this can be ClickFunnels, this can be a lead ad, this can be Craigslist. I mean, really any type of um, lead generation source. For right now, I'm just going to illustrate with lead ads. So, we would have our lead ads, and the lead would then fill out their information, and this information would automatically be sent into Skylar. And from here, we can have Skylar do a lot of different things, pretty much depending on what we want. Um, Now, what Agent Legend does is it basically, once this lead comes in, all that information is pulled in, and then a drip campaign is started using both voicemail drops and SMS. Skylar would do the exact same thing, but where Agent Legend falls short is the response. So once that lead responds, the campaign's pause in Agent Legend, but again, that requires the realtor to follow up with what was said, and we already know that realtors aren't very good at that. That's where a lot of leads fall through the cracks. So what we would have Skylar do is it would essentially give the lead a call, and it would do a voicemail drop. A few minutes after that, we do an SMS, basically saying, "Hey, sorry I missed you. Um, Feel free to call or text me back." Now we can do this for 10 days total. Now what I've seen with Agent Legend um, is that majority of leads, 96% of responses happen within the first 3 days, and that usual campaign looks like the voicemail and the SMS when they come in, a simple text in the morning, and then a text in the morning the next day with a voicemail follow-up in the afternoon. Now, 96% of people, if they respond, are going to respond within this time frame. So once that response happens, they can either call the number back or they can text back. And this would then initiate the Skylar AI tree. So we'll just say, we'll use callback because that's the example that Reg used. So then it would basically go into Skylar. Skylar would put it right to voicemail so they could leave a voicemail message if they wanted. If not, that's cool too. But then Skylar's actually going to start texting them. And then from here, this is where the AI starts. So we can actually read their responses and continue them down the path. The way I have this current tree set up, and every tree is fully customizable, the text is customizable, the outcomes are customizable. I mean, it's really just a blank slate. It all depends on what we want to do with it. But for this instance, we just have SMS starting, and then it basically goes through all the way to lead qualified. Once the lead is qualified, we can have it so we can set up Skylar so that the agent and their account, they would get a notification. This is really great because agents aren't getting buzzed all the time for leads that haven't been filtered. They would only be notified for the leads who have actually made it all the way through the tree or through a portion of the tree. Again, it's a blank slate. We can do whatever we want. Now, if the lead were to not respond, so let's say that they get all the way, let's say they respond to the first outreaches, they do the SMS or they text back, and Skylar initiates a conversation. They go back and forth a little bit, but then the lead stops responding. Something is added to that lead's profile within Skylar. It adds a tag called no response, and we can actually trigger other drip campaigns to start that action. So basically what that means is we can have Skylar pick up on where the conversation was last left off. This is really great because obviously we can continue to qualify the lead and the agent doesn't have to do it themselves. So, I mean, really what this looks like on the back end, this is Skylar. This is your basic dashboard. Now, what we're working on right now is the primary functionality of the system. The UI is definitely going to be updated. We're going to make it pretty. It's going to be fast and really user-friendly. Obviously, the goal is we want the users to use it and be comfortable with it. But for right now, again, we just want to get that functionality set up and properly working. So the contact list, we'll just load that up right now. And so now you can see all the leads. They're all given a specific number based on when they come into the system. And then over here, you can see the group and the label. Consider the group like a stage and the label a tag. So for this instance, we're actually just going to open up Reg's lead profile. Let the conversation load here. So Reg had called in. And you can see, so all voicemails are recorded, all conversations are recorded that are done through Skylar. This is really nice for the manager because, it provides teaching opportunities or coaching opportunities for their agents. They can listen to the conversations and say, oh, you should have said this here, or this is a better way to approach this. And also the agents get to really backtrack and see where they themselves can improve. So that's a really, really awesome feature. And yeah, you can call in and out of Skylar absolutely 100%. So let's go to the text history. So Reg had called in. It went straight to voicemail. He left a voicemail, and then Skylar took over from there. And you can see at the very bottom it says 405. So, hey, thanks for calling. I can't talk on the phone right now, but I can chat over text. Are you looking to buy or sell? And then obviously you can just see the back and forth conversation, and this is all going through Skylar. Skylar is pushing this conversation forward. On the right is the AI tree. On the left, those are the actual lead responses. So Reg said that he wants to buy. I ask, are you currently working with an agent? He says no. What's your timeline? 3 months. What are you looking for? A townhouse? Where? Eastern suburbs. How many beds? 3-bedroom. What's your price range? 5 to 6. And then I even ask, hey, can I set you up on a custom MLS search? They say yes. So once we actually get MLSs hooked up to the system, we can then initiate those custom MLS searches based on the responses they provide, and the agent doesn't have to do it. So now we've taken a lead from Facebook. We've qualified them with Skylar with a back and forth conversation that feels natural and it feels like a human. And even on the agent's behalf, it was actually able to start the custom MLS search. So now the lead he's fully active with the agent. The agent knows the situation. He has him set up on a search at exactly what he wants. And he's also connected to the agent's website. So they're no longer going to be going to Zillow or Trulia or whatever else is out there in Australia or whatever regions we go through. So as you can see, it says, sweet, did you want me to get that MLS search? He says yes. It asks for an email. Reg sends that in. And then Skylar finishes up the conversation by saying, awesome, I'll give you a call in a bit. Thanks for reaching out. Now, all of that information, as you can see up here in the lead profile, was pulled from the conversation. So that email was automatically entered. So that means we can automatically start them on a drip campaign through email, like a newsletter, or whatever we want. That can all get started automatically because Skylar's pulling the email address and actually adding it to the right field. And then you can see group. Now, Reg said he's a buyer, so it automatically staged him as a buyer. Again, another organizational benefit. And it even adds labels. So the 3 months, the townhouse, the 3-bed. That basically allows the agent to really get a good idea of where this person is, what they're looking for, but they don't have to go through this text transcript to figure all that out. They can just quickly glance over it and see what's going on. So yeah, from here, this is basically CRM. So yeah, it saves the voicemails. Here are your notes you can add. It saves your appointments. So this connects to your calendar. I don't have it connected to my calendar right now. It even saves files. So Skylar can actually send back and forth files or documents. So, if the people decide that they want to have a specific phone number for sign calls, Skylar can take care of that and send the PDF of the listing information, all without the agent having to do it. And then it's also connected to the Skylar website Reg isn't active on that, so there's no data, and I didn't set him up on an MLS search because we don't have that in Australia yet. But all of that information would be put in here as well. And I mean, really, that's basically it. You know, as for the text trees, that's pretty much more of the back end stuff. I just want to show you really what it looks like for the agent and how it would work for the manager and the different benefits they're at. So I hope this helps.